Well, it's time now for your weather, and if you're suffering through the heat wave, be strong. Authorities have advised residents to remain hydrated and avoid unnecessary activities outdoors. The South African Weather Service is warning that extremely hot weather conditions will persist in the northern, eastern and western Cape until the beginning of next week. A lot to take in. While my colleague Mpho Rasimpi joins me now in studio, and he's going to give us a weather update. Mpho, it's not looking good. I mean, we were complaining a lot, especially in the Gauteng area, about the cold weather, very overcast. But a lot of us can't take this heat wave. Tell us, please, a reprieve anytime soon, do you think?
Not anytime soon. It looks like the whole week we're going to suffer through it. Okay. And remember, especially in Gauteng, they might not actually mention Gauteng as one of those provinces that are hit by the heat wave. But if you go outside, you can feel that it's very hot. So we do have uncontrollable conditions, especially over Gauteng and Limpopo. Still expecting it for the rest of the week. Let's hope next week we can get some rain, because that's the only thing that actually can save us. Because now we have in this system that's causing all this heat, which is a high pressure system. So we're hoping we might get a little bit of a cut-off low for us to get some rain.
Well, it does sound like a bit of good news, but give us the update. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's start off looking at our satellite image that still shows that we're still experiencing the effect of that high pressure system that's causing all the heat that we're feeling over the country. Just some level of partly cloud conditions are still expected as we move towards the Eastern Cape and parts of the Northern Cape. But some rainy conditions are still expected for tonight. Just isolated showers and thunder showers over most of that interior of the Eastern Cape, stretching into parts of the Western Cape and Northern Cape. Clear conditions are expected over Gauteng, with Musina also expecting some rainy conditions for tonight and also for tomorrow. Tomorrow, still expecting some rainy conditions, but as I said, just isolated, meaning that it will rain in places over the interior of the Eastern Cape, switching to parts of the Western Cape, especially as we move towards the coast over Cape Town. Also expecting strong winds as we move towards the coast over Cape Town. We're talking wind speed of up to 40 kilometers per hour over that coast. Now, we talked about the heat wave conditions that we're experiencing over the country are still expected for tomorrow, and we just talked about it, still expecting it until next week. So please stay indoors and let's stay cool and drink a lot of water. Now, we're still expecting some dry and windy conditions over Appleton and surrounding areas. We still have those conditions which are conducive to fell fire over the Northern Cape for tomorrow. Damaging waves as we move towards the coast. Now, we talk about those strong winds that we're expecting over that coast. That's why we have that warning of damaging waves as we move towards the coast over Alexander Bay, stretching all the way towards the mother city. Overnight temperature is going to be another cool night over the country, especially over Cape Town, with a minimum of 19. 12 over Sunderland. Warm conditions over Appleton for tonight with a minimum of 25. 18 will be a minimum over Bloemfontein. Pretoria dropping down to 17. 21 over Musina. Now, looking at those provinces in detail, let's start off with Gauteng. For tomorrow, it's going to be a clear day over Gauteng. 30 over Johannesburg. 32 your maximum over Pretoria. Polokwane, similar conditions to Gauteng. Is going to be warm, especially over Polokwane with a high of 29. Musina expecting a hot day with a maximum of 32. Mpumalanga tomorrow, just partly cloudy conditions, and the afternoon 28 over Emelo, 31 your maximum over Middleburg. Emalahleni peaking at 30. Moving towards KwaZulu-Natal, a little bit of breeze coming in from the ocean over KwaZulu-Natal, but it's still hot, especially over that interior over Pietermaritzburg with the high of 34. Durban peaking at 30. Richards Bay expecting a maximum of 33. Rainy conditions expected over that interior of the Eastern Cape for tomorrow. It is isolated in places over Komani with a high of 33. Warm conditions as move towards the coast over East London with a maximum of 23 for tomorrow. Western Cape tomorrow also expecting a hot day. Rainy conditions are still expected, especially in the morning over that interior over places such as George with a high of 23. Cape Town peaking at 27. Moving towards the Northern Cape for tomorrow. Scorching temperatures are expected tomorrow over Appleton with a high of 42. So very hot conditions. 33 over Sunderland. Kimberley expecting a maximum of 38. Moving towards the central interior. Rainy conditions are expected over the southern parts of Free State. Bloemfontein peaking at 36, 33 your maximum over Sasolburg, Bethlehem expecting a high of 32. It's going to be a hot day also over the Northwest Province, especially over Tosca with a high of 36, 37 over Taung, Rustenburg peaking at 33. Mahikeng also expecting a hot day tomorrow with a maximum of 35. That's all the weather I have for you. Stay tuned to SABC News.